Welcome back to what is likely the final episode of Final Fantasy XIV's Blue Mage Questline. I am now level 50, and I have put on some decent gear, level 50, so my intelligence is actually at a decent amount now, so I can actually do some decent damage. That's good, decent. Okay, let's continue where we left off. So I finished leveling yesterday, and Yosora, something terrible happened. Martin almost killed. We told Martin he worked too hard, that he should rest, but he not listen. He wanted medical care for Wallaki, but now he one who needs help. Of course, Martin cannot train you. Little Jar wants to help, but Martin's such a great teacher that no one could possibly replace him. Is that what you were about to say? I figured that was the character, yeah. Please excuse my little jest. I was as sorry as anyone to hear that my old friend had fallen foul of some pit beast. In fact, I came to offer my services. I expected Martin neglected to mention that I too am a Blue Mage. We both studied under Wallaki as part of our research. While I am not one to boast, I should point out that I took to the art like a fish to water, while he floundered. Washrock speaks true. You can learn much from Washrock. Yes, with Martin bedridden, it would be a shame for his protege to be left without a mentor. And as his friend, overseeing your training is the least I can do. I will be waiting for you at Horizon's Edge. Okay, so yeah, I finished leveling yesterday, and I'm glad to mention that the Chocobo EXP boost still works when you have reached level 50, so you can keep on just boosting your Chocobo all you want. So that's great. Also, I forgot to mention one way to get XP yesterday, which is basically just run around as two people, but you're not in a party. The Blue Mage tags everything, and the other person who is a level 70 something just kills everything. The Blue Mage will get the XP, so that's also a viable way to level quickly. That's actually I think that's the best power level. That's like the most effective power leveling strat, is that you have a level 70 person just boost you through the area like that. But you can't be in a party, because then you will not get any XP at all. But it works quite well. I tried it out myself. I tried out all the various power leveling strats now at the end of the leveling, just to see what they were like. Don't let the Magitech fool you. I have no connections with the Empire. Well, not a direct one, at least. My company carries out work at a cerulean processing plant run by Amogina & Sons Mineral Concern. Perhaps some of it ends up in Imperial hands, perhaps not. As for this vanguard, it was abandoned by the Gallians outside of Castor Meridianum, and it seemed like the perfect opportunity to learn something of their technology, so I had it restored. Ever since we finished gleaning all that we could from it, it's been collecting dust, so I have no qualms about letting you smash it to pieces as part of your trading, assuming you're up to the challenge. Yeah, it's just a vanguard. I even have the vanguard attack. You can just do what it does. Oh, scary. I'm going to use all my boosts here, just to get in and attack. It's a step stronger than 1,000 needles. Yay! That felt good. So, you have some rudimentary understanding of blue magic, but have you considered whether it serves you? So there's one thing I know that Martin, at least, has yet to realize. The age of sword and sorcery is coming to an end. Surely you've seen the power of the Gallians wield. The technology continues to advance, while we Earthians cling to our ancient ways. For now, we're able to keep the Empire at bay, but for how much longer? I'm not the only one who feel this way. There are those who seek to develop airships and engines of war to combat the Imperial threat. It will not be long before the Grand Companies deploy medic units of their own on the front lines. Even so, the most advanced weaponry will be worth little more than scrap metal without a steady supply of ceruleum. As we speak, the Guardians and Immortal Blades are fighting to claim the supply in Northern Thanalan. What I'm trying to tell you is that people like Martin waste their time on worthless relics of the past and fail to see the bigger picture. The future lies in ceruleum. If you ever decide you want to make a real difference in this world, I could use someone like you. There's no need to rush though, just give it some thought. Anyway, I think that's enough for one day. Let's return to Ul'dah. Ceruleum, huh? Well, I reckon we're going to be getting a Magitech focused class. The Gunblader class, which we're most likely getting in Shadowbringers. I'm expecting to be using Ceruleum and Magitech instead of magic, since, you know, Guardians can't use magic. So that'll be interesting to see how they develop that. I mean, if they need Magitech stuff, I mean, they have Sid, so they can clearly work with that. Loading times. Okay, there we go. Let's forget which way it is. This way. Hello, Wastrock. I have to say, I'm surprised that you've made so much progress with someone like Martin as your mentor. Speaking of which, since he's still confined to the infirmary, your next training session will be... Oi! What do you think you're doing, Wastrock? Martin, sure you didn't tell you to stay in bed. I'm fine, true. It still hurts to walk and breathe, but how can I lie there when my apprentice is trying so hard to earn a spot next to me in the arena? What you needn't worry about Yozora. Even without your guidance, she is well on her way to becoming a competent blue mage. Actually, while you're here, there's something I wish to discuss. A proposition, if you will. I heard about the lengths you are going for the sake of the Wallachie. Why didn't you come to me? For what? You only laugh in my face as soon as you realize there's no money in it. Oh, have you forgotten what happened when our research funding got cut? All of a sudden, you couldn't give a quicker sauce about the blue magic and the people who share their homes with us. That's hardly fair, Martin. How could I carry on without bankrupting myself? Make no mistake, I'm as grateful to the Wallachie as you are. We may have gone our separate ways, but there's never been any bad blood between us. Seeing as you're in a position to help anyone from your sickbed, I'd say that letting me lend a hand is your best option. Suppose you got a point. The quicker we can produce the medicine, the more lives we save. With my resources, we'll be ready in no time. Alright, Wastrock, we'll do things your way. I'm glad we could see eye for eye for a change. Once we have a large enough shipment, I'll deliver it in person to the Wallachie. Just don't bugger it up, you hear? You can count on me, Martin. There's a lot at stake here, and I intend to see this through. I have a few arrangements to make first, but I'll come by for the formula once I'm done. Until then, you should get some rest. You know, I never thought he'd raise a finger to help anyone but himself. Maybe he does have a shred of decency after all. I hope he hasn't been putting any funny ideas in your head, though. It still seems strange that he's showing an interest in your training in the first place. What's in it for him, I'm probably just overthinking as per usual. Suppose it's my fault for not being there for you, and you won't find anyone, besides me of course, more qualified to teach blue magic, unless you fancy making a trip to the New World, that is. One thing I can tell you is which spell you should be learning next. It's called Glower, one of my personal favorites. And you get it in Aurum Vale. If you can master this, I reckon you'll be ready to enter the Masked Carnival. Best of luck, Yozora. And yes, I've already been to Aurum Vale. I should go back to bed if I want these wounds to heal, since I won't be up and about for a while. I should continue to follow Latulya's lead for now. Yeah, I went to Aranvale last night to get Glower. It's still a pain. Aranvale is always a pain. Worst dungeon in the game. Although recently I've been more frustrated with the first 4 dungeons of the game, just because I keep getting them in the leveling roulette. I'm so tired of them. Okay, here we go. Final one. Yosera learned Glower, yes? Then Yosera succeeded, just as Martin said. Latulya will tell Martin. You did it, Yosera! You've done me proud. And that's not only the cause for the celebration. I received a missive saying that Wastrak was as good as his word. The medicine worked and the Wallachie are saved. Martin! I've been looking everywhere for you. Seda! How did you get here? Never mind that, I have something urgent to tell you. Yosera, this is Seda, the Wallachie Shuriken I told you about. He learned to speak the common tongue of Eorzea, and Will you listen? It's Wastrak. He brought the medicine and everyone with the disease has been cured. But he wasn't content to simply give it to us, he used it to lay claim to Lapis Canyon. But why would he... Of course, the ceruleum! Lapis Canyon is sacred ground and glows a bright blue because of all the ceruleum beneath the surface. The bastard was after from the beginning. He must be at the processing plant. Come on, Sierra, let's go. Martin, stop! Very quick man who lie in bed for many days. Can Yosera go with them? I worry that Martin bite us more than Martin can swallow. Who is that shoe? As far as Latulya know, processing plant is in northern Thanalan. Make sure Martin not do anything stupid. So, assuming there's a unless there's a solo duty coming up, this will be the first job without any solo duties, I think. I do wonder when or if we will go to the new world and meet the Wallachie. You only gave them the medicine so you could steal Lapis Canyon. Steal? Don't speak to me like some common thief. I won't deny that obtaining the ceruleum was my primary concern, but we signed an agreement. It's all perfectly legal, I assure you. You know full well that the elders can't read the Ocean. You told them that if they didn't sign the contract, they couldn't have the medicine. And besides, your laws don't apply to the Wallachie. Even so, I expect your elders to honor the promise they made, legally binding or not. Perhaps you've forgotten that the medicine was paid for and produced by my company. Before the negotiations began, I'd already spent vast amounts to manufacture a large enough shipment to treat everyone. I saved your tribe from annihilation, and this is how you repay me. I've given you all a second chance to lead healthy, productive lives. You took advantage of our suffering so you could plunder the thing most precious to us. Since the time of my ancestors, Lapis Canyon has been at the center of our beliefs, of everything we do. Beliefs? Come now, don't be absurd. The blue substance you call the lifeblood of the planet is ceruleum, a type of fuel. It's not doing any good just sitting there underground. Once I open a mine in Lapis Canyon, I hope to employ the Wallachie, offer you all an opportunity to earn a proper wage. When you realize what you've been missing all this time, you'll soon forget about your superstitions. How bloody dare you! Who are you to call them superstitions? That is their way of life, and all you want to do is destroy it for the sake of your own greed. I'm doing more for the Wallachie than you ever will. I'm giving them a chance to build a better future for themselves. They can either be part of the modern world or be left behind. That is not your decision to make! What about the medicine? That was a product of Eorzean society. Without it, they'd all be dead. And another thing, my investor funded its production for a share of the profits from my New World enterprise. Darlings, there's no need to squabble. I admit it, I am Wallstruck's backer. It all started when I told him about Martin's plan to save the Wallachie from the epidemic. You see, the prospect of trading with the New World sounded rather promising, though this is the first I've heard of the cerulean mine. Expanding into new regions to often lead to resistance from the locals, but this is far beyond what I was expecting. Wallstruck, I don't like being kept in the dark. I'm seriously considering withdrawing from our deal. That said, I can see this being a worthwhile venture, providing that the Wallachie are not being exploited, but I also agree with Martin that their way of life should not be disrupted. As you can see, that leaves me with a difficult choice. Which is why I propose that the two of you settle this in the arena. Wallstruck, you're a blue mage yourself, correct? I am indeed, though I should warn you, Martin was never a match for me, even before he was shooed out and spat out by one of your pets. Then perhaps it's time for his apprentice, Azura II, to make her grand debut. I can picture it now, the ultimate clash of blue magic, the loyal disciple of the great Azura facing a mysterious challenger to determine who is the superior spellcaster. If Azura wins, I'll cut off my funding for the Lapis Canyon project, and the lands will return to the original owners. And if Wallstruck is victorious, Martin must act as an intermediary for the Wallachie and persuade them to agree to the development. Royce, you can do what you like with that money of yours, but you can't expect me to go along with this. For such an old-fashioned sort of fellow, Martin seems to forget that disputes such as these have been decided by combat since ancient times. I, for one, have no objections. Count me in. What about the Wallachie? They should be the ones to decide their own fate, not us. You're right, Martin, but we have a similar tradition. When two sides cannot reach an agreement, a representative from each takes part in a contest of strength. Ideally, one of my people would be chosen, but we are in Eorzea, and I have no choice but to ask you to participate on our behalf, so... Will you do it, Yozora? Oh, we get to pick what we fight for. Do we fight for what is right, fight for Martin, or just question what the fuck we're doing? We've got to fight for their rights. Okay. Very gallant of you, my dear. The crowd will lap this up. First thing is first, let's get you two into your costumes and take a look at that magic of yours. I want to know what my audience will be getting when the big day arrives. Come along. That was supposed to be me patting Martin on the back, but, you know, I was kind of several feet away. Oh, this is bonkers. There we go. I'm surprised how directly they're dealing with, you know, the very true history of what white Europeans did to Native Americans and how they exploited them and lied to them and, you know, took their land and resources. Like, it's pretty, like, Final Fantasy XIV has been a very political game since the very start. It doesn't shy away from politics at all. It deals a lot with, like, refugees and the actual effects of fascism and not just, you know, standard stand-in evil empire because evil is evil. But I didn't think they would do this. It's... It's, well, it's certainly different from other, Final Fantasy games. That's for sure. There's normally a bit more there's normally a bit more typical fantasy racism going on rather than actual real world equivalent stuff. Once you've both changed into your new costumes, I'll see you in the arena. This way, my darlings. Oh, so is this not a salute? Is this a cutscene? Okay. Interesting. Yozora, my dear, are you ready? Okay, you know, I have to say I look pretty awesome. Wait, did I get a new staff? I don't remember there being like a dragon head on it. Or whatever that is. A unicorn head? I can't see because, you know. Oh, and they're showing off all the skills you were forced to learn to start the quest lines. Yeah. Did I kill him? You missed. Hahaha. No, Galiljan, I think so. Wonderful, my dear. It seems a new hero is born. Now, it's Wasrock's turn. Pay close attention to the costume, darlings. It's my finest creation yet. Oh, thanks. So I got the second best. Oh my god. Holy shit. That is actually really cool. He doesn't have any feet, which, as per Japanese folklore, means he's a ghost. But I'm very confused right now. Such power! I mean, I'm not really scared. Again, I'm the warrior of light. The Dread Warlock who transcends dimensions of time and space. Azul Magia! Oh god, it is as... Oh yeah, no, that's a Final Fantasy V reference. Nice! I was trying to like... I was trying to like pinpoint why I was recognizing the sign. Okay. Why must I be the villain? It's all part of the act, my dear. What could be more thrilling than an epic struggle between good and evil? You mean to tell me that Wasrock's inside that thing? And why is he floating? For dramatic effect, of course. If you must know, it's a cerulean levitation device. Surprisingly cheap, too. Apparently there isn't much practical application for the ability to float a few limbs off the ground. Ilms off the ground. I'm still not convinced it's entirely necessary, and the costume is rather more flamboyant than I would have liked, but if I'm going to do this, I may as well enjoy myself. I'll show the audience what real blue magic looks like. That's what I like to hear. It's such a... It should be a performance they'll never forget, right here at the Masked Carnival. Not to put a too fine point on it, you're sort of my idea, but I think you'd benefit from some practice before starring in the main event. Train all you want, it will make no difference. Lapis Canyon is mine. Again, I'm the warrior of light. I've like fought gods. I don't think one mage is going to terrify me. Hello, Royce. I'm here. Look at me. Okay. Let's try again. There we go. I'd say you're ready to take part in the Mask Carnival, although I'd recommend testing your skills against less challenging opponents before facing Azul Magia. I've gathered quite a menagerie of exotic beasts, but you should choose with care. We try to call an end to the performance before either side incurs any serious injury, but as part of the test, accidents can happen. Once you feel confident in your abilities, say the word and I will grant you and Azul Magia the opportunity to settle this feud. Until then, fight well, but don't do anything rash. I might struggle to find another replacement Blue Mage. That Royce. She's a real piece of work, ain't she? I suppose I've seen this coming. I suppose if I'd seen this coming, we wouldn't be in this mess. It's up to you now, Yozora. He's right. If only I hadn't been damn near killed in that bloody show, I could have dealt with him myself. Well, I like to think I'd had the chance of winning, but he was always the better mage. To be honest though, I think you got a real talent for blue magic. In fact, you shouldn't be scared of Lostrock, he should be scared of you. With the right spells, I reckon you'll be able to take him down a peg or two. Now get out there and show him what you're made of. Ugh, look at me. Getting all worked up like that. I better head back before the surgeon realizes I've gone. Hopefully I'll be allowed out of the infirmary to watch some of your performances, but... best of luck, Yozora. Alright. So I've done a lot of additional... Okay, most of my business speak with Excelsior, Maternity, and Alex Lane. Okay. I've actually done a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Leveling. No, not leveling. A spell gathering. So I hope I should be good to just continue on with what I've been doing. So 130 item level. That's not bad. 31 these give really good intelligence. Although it didn't actually go up that much. Oh, and the blue mage arm still doesn't actually give anything. That's also interesting. It just gives item level. I wonder if the... Did I not get a belt? No, I didn't get a belt. Oh well, that's fine. So they call it the Magus' jacket and the Magus' gloves and stuff like that, which I find interesting. We're not a Magus. A Magus is a maybe I'm misremembering, but I believe the Magus is the upgraded Black Mage from Final Fantasy 5 and maybe 3. Yeah, it's been a while. Let's see. What do I need to do the final quest? Dungeon requirement. Okay, that must be the the actual thing. Like, yeah, okay. Anyway, since I gathered a bunch of spells, I think I should be fine to just take on Azul Magia. So let's see how that goes. I'm going to remove some spells that I don't have much use for, like Bomb Toss and Face. There. That looks good. Let's do this. I'm going to get fucked, aren't I? Oh, let's see what happens. Maybe this isn't the last episode after all. I didn't realize that they would expect you to do the entirety of these things. Okay. Oh shit. That's not good. Damn it, is he immune to everything? That's not good. Ram is away, right. Dragon is close by. Whoa, fuck. Well, maybe this isn't so impossible. It's gone quite okay so far. Oh shit, I just wasted my Swift cost. That's not good. Resist paralysis too, huh? Okay. Oh shit. Ram's voice, okay. Okay. This is actually going much better than I expected when I realized it was the final boss of the whole thing. No, I forgot to run in. Oh, damn it. Paralysis doesn't do damage. I can't use a race. God damn it. Okay. Can you use Surecast to bypass interruption? I don't remember actually. Oh, fuck. That's really not good. Whoa! Direct hit there. Nice. At least he does take the poison. That's good. Oh no, what's he doing now? Ah, I was worried I wouldn't reach him. Almost there. See Ram's voice time? No? Okay. Oh shit. Act complete! Yay! Next act? Wait, what? I'm not done? Wait, I'm not done? Oh no! Okay, well that's not good. Oh shit, oh wow. Wow, that sucks. That fucking sucks. Okay. Well then. I didn't think I had to do multiple phases. How am I supposed to? Huh. Well, I guess we're not finishing the Blue Mage thing this episode after all. Thank you for watching, I suppose. That didn't go well.
Yo, listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a blue world.